Big welcome back to today's broadcast. This is still the Afia Morning Show. Now we head on to our second conversation as the Mom Community International MomCo Enugu Chapter is delighted to announce its inaugural meeting scheduled to hold this Saturday in Enugu. MomCo, a global organization present in over 110 countries, is committed to empowering and uplifting mothers, helping them thrive not only as moms, but also as women, daughters, professionals, and leaders in society. Now, before we begin, let's listen to a quick message, a goodwill message from the regional manager for MomCo Africa, Destiny Leahy. Take a look.
Hello, my name is Destiny Leahy, and I am the Global Regional Manager for MomCo Africa. I am so pleased to join you, even if just digitally, on this inauguration day with Mom Rif, Mom Chioma, and all of you who are here to join them. I want to tell you a little bit more about our ministry and organization and how you all fit into the global sisterhood of the MomCo. As I said before, as the global manager for Africa, I help oversee and start all of the groups around the continent. But I am only a part of the global organization. We are in over 110 countries around the world. And at the MomCo, which stands for the Mom Community, we are here to welcome, encourage, and equip all moms to realize their potential as women and as moms and as daughters and as leaders in relationship with Jesus and in partnership with the local church. And I have been a part of MomCo for many years, since my son was just a baby. And I started out as a mom in my local group here in the United States. And as I was invested in and became a leader, I learned about our global organization, and I was passionate about helping reach moms all around the globe with Jesus. And I've been a part of the African continent and the great work that God is doing around Africa for about 7 or 8 years. And in that time, God has grown MomCo in Africa from just a few small groups in a couple of countries to almost 700 groups now in 43 countries in Africa. So you are part of something big, and it is about making communities of moms to support and encourage each other, to learn practical information about motherhood, to have fun, and to just continue to invest in intentional relationships. Because when we're in community, we are better. We're better together. And God is a beautiful example of community and the importance of not doing things alone. And motherhood is one of those. Motherhood is one of the most important and beautiful responsibilities God has given us. And we want to make sure we are focusing on how we can be the best moms. At MomCo, we say better moms make a better world. Because as a mom, you are leaving a legacy for the next generation. The way you invest in your children and love them and teach them about Jesus, that will have a direct impact on the world. And as they grow up and they are the leaders and they are the ones who are running the communities, the more that you invested in them and loved them well when they were kids, the better the world will be. And so your efforts are not in vain, and you are doing amazing work. I'm so grateful for all of our leaders around Africa, but especially Mom Rif and the way she is investing in you as a mom community, and also for Chioma. She, as our country coordinator for Nigeria, is doing an incredible job working with mentors who are then pouring into the younger moms and starting these groups all around Nigeria. Me and Chioma have met many times in person across Africa at different leadership events, and I'm just always inspired by the work that is going on in Nigeria and the way that you as moms are just passionate about becoming better moms for your children and for the world. And so as the manager for Africa over the MomCo, I say welcome. Welcome to our organization. Welcome to this local MomCo meeting that you know that you are a part of a global sisterhood of moms, hundreds of thousands of moms meeting all around the world regularly in the same passion and hope that you have to be better moms through Jesus. And so enjoy your day. I will be praying for you, and I know that God will really bless your time together. So be intentional about this community. Keep showing up, not just because you need community, but because the women around you need you in community too. And so invest in them and invest in yourself and continue to strive to be a strong and courageous mom for your children, and continue to live in and abide in Jesus for that. Blessings to you on this day. Bye.
That was a powerful goodwill message from Destiny Leahy. Now we'll move on straight to the conversation, learn more about this Saturday's event and how you, as a mom, can be a part of it. We're joined now in the studio by Mrs. Rifkatu Maduekwe, who is a coordinator, MomCo International Enugu Chapter, as well as Mrs. Chinwe Mbachu, a member of MomCo as well, International Enugu Chapter. Thank you for joining the show today.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Many of you might not know this, but Mrs. Rifkatu is also a Mecca's mom. Many of you see him on the sports show. Now his mom is here. Now we'll report him and everything that we need to tell. So yes, it is in the true spirit of motherhood that your son is also here behind the camera supporting you. Let's begin with what MomCo is. We speak about it and we expect people to know, but many people do not know what it really stands for. Could you please walk us through the idea of MomCo and how people can really be a part of it?
Okay, thank you very much. MomCo, as the word pronounced, is just for mom community. And formerly it was moms, that's mothers of preschoolers. But later it was changed as time went on because it wasn't serving the purpose. It's limited when you say preschoolers. So now it's mothers of all, So we changed to MomCo. It's a MomCo community. And the MomCo community was founded in Denver, Colorado in the year 1973 by 7 mothers that just came together sharing the love of Jesus. And from there, it spread up to about 130 countries. And we're still counting. It is also in 44 African countries, and in Nigeria. In 44 African countries, we have meets up to 700 per week. And in Nigeria, we just started in 2018, and we have up to 22 states now, and still counting also, believing God that we are going to cover all the states in Nigeria.
And that's what we hope for. Now let's take it back in time. We talked about 7 mothers coming together. What brought these mothers together? What were they seeking when they came together?
Just like I visualized it, when our children were small, we take them to school. And when you drop them, we have this 5 minutes break that all of us just exchange greetings and, So that was how it started. I just presume these 7 mothers exchanged greetings, love of Christ, and just said, okay, since every time we drop our children and we ease off the steam, why don't we just come together once in a while, have tea, talk about Christ, and see how it goes. So I think that is how it started.
It seems so warm and lovely.
Yeah. So, Ms. Chinwe, so as a member of MomCo, can you walk us through, the effects, what it has on, what the effects is on you, things that have actually brought you in life, and things you've come to know, acknowledge, and preach that gospel?
If I may say, if I started by saying praise the Lord, it will sound
Hallelujah.
weird, because in fact, MomCo is a very good organization, very fair, simple, and is a religious organization. Just like Christ-like, sisterhoods coming together, at times you play along, you forget your past, you forget what happened at home. It's just like moms coming together, sharing their views, and you need someone to talk to, and you are there. Do you understand? And you get someone, you say what your problem is, and someone will counsel you and then put you on the right path and, help you out if it's a need that you want. So in that community, let me say the community we are now, we see ourselves as sisters. It creates this atmosphere of sisterhood that you can actually, convince yourself that you have a sister that you can confide in and you get results. So it's a very good community and a very good group to belong to.
And that's really lovely. I wanted to talk about the activities, because you talk about togetherness, support, it's a religious organization.
Yes.
What are the activities that pull you sisters together?
Okay, like our international coordinator, Destiny Leahy, pointed out there, we come together basically to support each other, encourage each other, and try to see how we can equip the women to stand, also to be leaders and mothers. And that is why we have the rider that better moms, better world. Because when moms are able to bring up their children in the right direction, Christ-like, it affects the society, because we see a lot of things going wrong in the society now, meaning that mothers were failing, and that is why we said, okay, let's come together and see how we can remedy this situation by, trying to have impact on our children so that when they grow spiritually, they will not miss it. They have the fear of God, and anywhere they find themselves, they will be able to operate in that light.
Right. How is the church brought into the picture? How do you carry the church along?
Yes, the church, we do this in partnership with the church, because, that's not to say that non-believers are not included. It's an inclusive thing. You can invite the non-believers, you don't know, they can give their lives to Christ. So the church helps to also fashion the direction and help you with modalities and how to go about things. So if there's any help to render, you also get from the church, both spiritually and sometimes financially.
All right. Now, mothers can hardly be separated from their children. I'd like to throw this to you now. How do you factor the children into this organization? How do you factor them into the meetings? How are they carried along in all of it?
Okay. Just like our coordinator rightly said in the beginning, that the 7 mothers coming together to pray, and then talk about themselves, and then probably talk about the homes, talk about the children. Maybe you have a child that is stubborn or something. In that group of fellowship, you can open up and someone can advise. Or you can, at times we do bring ourselves together, and then like end of the year party, we bring our children also. They also come there to celebrate with us. And those children, you see, when you keep them in a particular place for them to entertain themselves, most of them, also discuss some things. And when they come back home, I think there are some things that will also come into their minds. Seeing their mothers being together and them being together, I think is a good thing, and it brings children back home. And then also for MomCo members, there are some that are having some challenges at home, maybe their children or something, and advices and encouragement helps. There are some ways you can talk to a child and that child will just flare up.
Exactly.
And maybe you've opened up, your child is doing like this or doing like that, and someone might advise you, I have the same problem, and this is what I did, and my child stopped. I'm not saying that every child is the same, but it can help you to know how to handle your own children.
All right. Oji, go ahead.
Yeah, great legion of sisterhood. So let's talk about the big day. But before then, how can interested mothers, be part of MomCo, register, be part of this legion of sisterhood? But before we start conversing about the big day.
Okay, it's simple. Just like you don't need money to give your life to Christ. That's the way. When you see any of our flyers anywhere, you give us a call. We answer you, invite you. Usually in our chapter here in Enugu, we have our meetups every first Monday of the month. So we started last year, May, and this is our second year. Rather the first year we are still going. Right. So when they call, we invite them for the meeting. And when they come, then we share with them. Membership is free, you don't need, but we pay monthly dues, so that we can keep the group running. And if we need to do things, because we have projects that we do also, empowering women, and we are also we also support some children that are indigent, they can't pay for their school fees, so we do them. There are women that, have nothing doing. When you empower them, like right now we have people producing soap, liquid soap. Detergents, conditioner, shampoo. So you can patronize us, buy your shampoo, bleach, for cleaning the house and all that. Then cooking, so that these women, when you empower them, they have something they are doing. And by the time you see them next, they have this smile that encourages you to do what you are doing.
Exactly.
And you see that it reflects also on the children, because the children will be happier.
I mean, it's fantastic. So let's talk about the big day, this Saturday.
The big day, the big day, the big day.
Who would like to start?
Yeah, okay. We started already, the week has started. We paid a visit to the Ministry of Gender Affairs and Women Development. That was on Monday. 23rd. We went there to introduce ourselves and to also give our widows might trust what they are doing. We met with the lady there, Mrs. Jinaka. So we introduced ourselves and we were able to do our contribution, and also told her that we have seen the good works that the First Lady, Mrs. Imba, is doing towards women and children, and also the Commissioner for Gender Affairs. And here we are trying to also to support what they are doing, so that we know that, yes, that they're doing a good work. And we thank God for their lives, and we're asking God for more grace to do better, so that we can reach, communities around us all. So that was why we went there. So this event is coming up on Saturday, the 28th of this month.
June?
That's this next Saturday. This Saturday. Yes, and we have quite interesting features coming up. We have the choir, a special choir coming to sing, and they're all children. Then we have also a visit to the gallery. Then we have a display of some of our products that we have produced, the women have produced, so that people can see and also appreciate that, yes, at least we're impacting our world, better moms, better world.
Right. Okay, that's exciting. And what time would it start and where?
12 o'clock, Independence Layouts, plot 685,
All right.
Independence Layout.
Beautiful. Okay, I'm sure the flyer has also been thrown up on screen a couple of times. I'm sure anyone that wants to be a part of it would see that. So do you have to be a member before you can attend this event?
No,
right?
no.
Anybody can?
Anybody can.
Okay, will there be item 7?
Definitely.
I mean, the moms are coming together, so we're expecting stew and jollof.
We have good cooks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's great.
We have people that produce zobo. We have people that produce so many things. So amongst ourselves, we have good item 7.
I mean, that's exciting. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right, we wish you the very best this Saturday. We wish you great success at the event. I would also like to use this opportunity to, just reach out to the state government to, engage with MomCo. It's a really great organization, and I think it fosters the kind of spirit that we want to build in Nigeria. I mean, before education comes the children, right, at home. They say charity begins at home. So you have an organization that is actually trying to foster this positive attitude in moms and children and the rest. So if any stakeholder in the government wants to be a part of this, this is a great one to join, please do well to be a part of this Saturday's event as the Ministry for Gender Affairs, Children Development, and even perhaps the First Lady of Enugu State. We hope that that is something that makes the schedule, if we can say that. On that note, to draw the curtains on today's edition of the Afia Morning Show, this is saying thank you for being a part of it. I've been your host as always, Nathalie Uku.
And I mean Oji Mwachuku. Have a blessed day. Bye for now.